I was warming it. It's a little bit chilly outside. Making sure it's well, I gotta get my voice warmed up at the tablet.
Okay, let's go ahead and have a seat. I'm dying to see what this next slide is because I have no idea, so let's see. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Okay, this gentleman is going to be taking us to our next station. Does anyone know who that is? Okay, but you're going to be in love with him soon, okay? He's going to be taking us into the boom. Extra, extra, read all about it. Victory. It's official now. And this one in September 1945, Japanese surrender, World War II ends. The post-war years saw a period of growth in industry, consumerism, and family. The GI Bill, among other things, provided immediate financial rewards and low-cost mortgages. Marriages that had been put on hold finally took place.
That's me in the middle.
To face unafraid the babies we made. Okay, that's something you can get afraid of, at least for the first 3 years, right? So this person was the first to recognize what was going on. This was a financial columnist at the time, and she said, take the 3.5 million babies born in 1950, she wrote, in 1951, bundle them into a batch, bounce them all over the bountiful land that is America. What do you get? Boom, the biggest, boomiest boom ever known in history. That might be the first mention of a boom. And, you know, the secular songs continued. But they were more upbeat, I would say. And the one we're going to focus on right now is this one, Santa Baby. Now, it was composed by this man, and he did the music, and he contributed to the lyrics. The lyricist was Joan Javits, okay? Now, Phil Springer wrote many, he probably also thousands of songs he wrote for people like Frank Sinatra, Judy Garland, Elvis Presley, Aretha Franklin. Down at the bottom there, that's Kiki D. So he just wrote tons and tons of songs, right? Very accomplished performer. And so there's something I've known for the past few years, and I hadn't shared it yet, but he's also the oldest living writer of a very well-known Christmas song. You know, he is 97 years old and doing fine. While I was getting ready for this show, I found a video of him from 3 years ago, age 94, and I thought, boy, he sounds great, he looks great, he plays great. So I just want to show you what I saw here, okay?
And so I'm going to give you a command performance of part of my song, Santa Baby, which I wrote when I was 27 years old in 1953. Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Being an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry tonight.
That guy's great. And so after looking at that video, I decided, hey, I'm going to reach out to this man. And so I found his daughter online, probably Facebook. I reached out to her, and I had 2 questions for her. I said, hey, can we play that video? And obviously I got permission to, because I just played it, right? But I also said, would he be willing to watch a performance of that song at our show? And they're like, sure. So no pressure, Teryn, but the guy who wrote the song you're about to sing is going to watch it. He wrote it 70 years ago. 70 years ago, right? So I'm going to ask Teryn to sing the song. And when she's done, when you'd be inclined to applaud, I'm going to ask you to hold that applause for about 30 seconds because there's a video that's going to happen right when she's done singing, okay? And when that video's done, so she's going to sing, short video, and when that video is done, I'd like you to show your love for both Teryn and for the guy who wrote the song 70 years ago, because he's going to be watching this recording, okay? He's going to be watching from that camera right there, just so you know, right under the projector, okay? So Teryn.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, just one thing that I really need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. And I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry tonight.
This is Phil Springer, composer of Santa Baby. Season's greetings to the folks in Ivyland, Pennsylvania, who are enjoying your annual Songs of Christmas show.
Thank you, Teryn. Hate to upstage you, but thank you to Mr. Springer for nearly a century of music, right? And thank you, Tom, for great percussion. Okay, toys. So these are the Hassenfeld brothers. Hasbro.
Al Franken, Gene Wilder.
Yeah, no, it's not Gene Wilder. But one of them's named Merle, and I don't know which one, but Merle had this idea to make these little hearts and have kids poke them into vegetables. And he called it the Make-A-Face. Okay? Well, there was a problem with this. So they made the toys, and they wanted stores to sell them, but there was a little bit of a problem. You see, people had just been through the Depression and the rationing from the war. The last thing they were going to do was waste food. Right. Wasn't going to happen, right? So they did what no one... here, let me just show you these real quick. So, yeah, they didn't show the potato, plastic potato, like you see here. You put them in things, so the packaging just had styrofoam where the head would, where the vegetable would be, because they're not selling that, that plastic part, right? So they did something that was new in advertising. They they knew they weren't going to win over the parents from what all they've been through. So they advertised to the children. It had never been happened, and it set a new way of advertising, marketing from that point forward.
Hey, it's Hasbro. Hasbro makes toys. What's new, Hasbro?
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with their own cars and trailers. That's what's new. See, Mr. Potato Head has a car and boat trailer. And there's a car and shopping trailer for his wife, Mrs. Potato Head. It's such fun to do and so easy. Like this. Take any fruit or vegetable. Just stick in eyes, then ears, and then the mouth. You can make the funniest looking people in the whole world. Potato Head people look different every time you make them. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with cars and trailers come in one and...
So, taking us to our last stop is this man. Does anyone know who that is? Okay, it's me. And I'm taking it to where we got on board. Because that's when it, all this stuff is well and good, but it, not all of it applied to me, right? So, it's kind of important when we got on board. This is representative of all of us. So for me, that was 1960. And sharing the same birthday as me is a song written by this man. And I asked Jamison to go ahead and perform it for us. Oh, whoops. Oh, there's been a mistake. Sorry about that. Okay, so also, thank you, Jamison. Also sharing my birthday is the Etch-a-Sketch. And Teryn, could you come up here for a minute? So I have an Etch-a-Sketch here. I'm going to show you something. Could you hold this like right up here, okay? take off these fingernails. Woo! Okay, that wasn't me. It was someone named Princess Etch. It wasn't me, no. Okay, but that did inspire me. I feel like playing with toys. So, Jamison, can you play a song while I play with these toys over here? Oh, stop, Jamison.
Sorry.
I forgot. There's something I wanted to tell these guys.
Yes.
There's this guy who was watching children play one time, and he noticed they were playing with spools and pencils, and they were like putting them together and stuff. And the very next Christmas, in 1915, he sold 1 million of them. Tinker Toys. Yeah, sorry, Jamison, you can go back to playing.
Keep playing?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Sorry about the interruption. Oh, stop, Jamison, stop. Sorry. I thought there's something else I wanted to tell these people. Lincoln Logs. Christmas gift, popular Christmas gift in 1921. And they were named after Abe Lincoln because he once lived in a log house. And they were created by John Lloyd Wright, the son of architect Franklin Lloyd Wright. Sorry, I just wanted to tell him that. You can go back. Stop. Sorry. I thought of something else I wanted to tell him. Play-Doh started as a wallpaper cleaner. It was manufactured in Cincinnati, Ohio, and a family member, I think it was his nephew's brother-in-law or something, saw something, an article or something that showed people using wallpaper cleaning paste to make projects. So they added color and made a ton of money. Sorry, Jamison, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh, sorry, Jamison, stop. There's something else I wanted to tell him. Legos. They get their name by using the first 2 letters of 2 Danish words. Leg, L-E-G, and Godt, G-O-D-T, Lego. Okay? And according to National Geographic's Kids, during the Christmas season, almost 28 Lego sets are sold each second. Wow. And on average, there are 80 Lego bricks for every person on Earth. These are my 80. You can count them if you want. Sorry, Jamison. You can go back to what you were doing.
I forgot what song I was playing.
Stop. Sorry. Well, these Matchbox toys. Okay.
Definitely important.
Yeah. So a guy who was making these die-cast cars, his daughter once came back from school and said there was a new rule at school. You're allowed to bring things to play with, but they had to be small enough to fit in a matchbox. And matchboxes were huge at Christmas time and always. But, yeah, they still are. And you know what their demise was, though? Hot Wheels. So 2 things. Hot Wheels was smart enough to let you see the car you were buying. Matchbox, you didn't even know what color it was. I think you knew what the car was, but you didn't know what color it was. And by the way, I have 5 of these if anybody wants these as a souvenir. I'll put them on the stage or something. But the real demise was, there was a big toy fair coming up, and prior to the fair, the company owner of Hot Wheels had, I think it was Kmart, were they around back then? Might have been them. But they had them over for a demonstration, and they brought out a track like this. And they sent a matchbox down, and it went shh. And then they sent a Hot Wheel down, and it went off the table. That was a bad day for Matchbox. Anyway, sorry, Jamison. Sorry, you can go back to what you were doing. I'm sorry, Jamison. Barbie. Barbie has a 99% global awareness, meaning that 99% of people on Earth know who Barbie is. Coca-Cola has a 95% global awareness. The 4% more people, if you put a Coke and a Barbie down on the table, they'd know Barbie. That's all, how many is that? That's isn't that like almost 8 billion people? Anyway, sorry, Jamison. You can go back. Sorry. Hey, Jamison. Jamison, I have to interrupt again. In fact, I need to interrupt 3 more times. So, I don't have a G.I. Joe, but, this made me think of it. So, the answer was what company was it? Hasbro's answer to Mattel's Barbie was G.I. Joe, right? But, boys don't play with dolls, so you couldn't call them dolls. So, they had to come up with a name. Anybody? Oh, okay. Action figures, yes. G.I. Joe created the name Action Figures. And this completely looks random, doesn't it? You see that scar on his cheek? Well, the main reason they put that there is, without the clothes, they wanted people to be able to tell the difference between him and Ken. And you know how you know if you have an original G.I. Joe? On his, what was that, the left hand, the thumbnail's on the wrong side. I'm sorry, Jamison. I probably won't interrupt 2 more times. Exactly. I thought of one more thing I wanted to tell him. Well, one of 2 things I wanted to tell him. Star Wars. Okay, so a toy company called Kenner Products had acquired all licensing rights for Star Wars, the Star Wars line of toys, and started to make prototypes of action figures. However, when the movie came out in May of 1977, they realized that there was no way they could meet the demand on time for Christmas. So what are you going to do? Are you going to miss Christmas? They had to do something, so this is what they did. They sold almost empty boxes that contained in them a certificate that you would mail in, so in the spring you would get 4 Star Wars action figures. All that was in the box was like a backdrop for when you had them. You could put them on this backdrop. There was the certificate to mail in, there was stickers, and, basically 4 paper products. And people bought them, and they actually made laws so that you couldn't do this anymore. So, anyway, they made a ton of money. It worked. Can't do it anymore. Okay, Jamison, I promise I probably won't interrupt 1 more time. Jamison, sorry. One more thing. So you guys know the toy store in Hatboro, right? So I was in there, and I found these. And I found a couple cowboys, but they don't stand, so I got money off. They don't stand up. So I guess the Indians must have won because... Anyway, as a kid, I played with these for hours. Tony did too. These very things. And they also had miniature ones, which were identical, the same things. And I don't know, I got them at the store, and I'm like, how did I play with these for hours? For hours. Hours I played with these things. You know, now I could talk about them for hours. But how did I play with them for hours? And, you know, it got me to, I was talking to my wife, Barbara, and about toys. And, you know, for me, one of the toys I remember was battling tops. I love battling tops, right? And these toys, and there was stuffed animal that I especially remember. But my wife was telling me about a couple things I had no idea. Like, one of her most memorable things was this odd og, half turtle, half frog. She loved this thing. I had no idea. That's what it did, you know? Yeah, that's it. You hit something in there and it does that, and she loved it. And I had no idea. She was also talking about some magnetic table. She's laughing. She's in hysterics over there. There was also some table that had magnets underneath, and you'd slide people around from room to room. I had no idea until we were talking about this. So I'm giving you all an assignment, okay? If you're driving home after the show with somebody, or you see people during the holiday season, you know, ask them what kind of weird toys that they remember that you might not know about, or you tell them some, because it made for an interesting conversation. Anyway, Jamison, I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue with the song. Thank you. Sorry, I might have interrupted there.
No worries.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember where I am. Okay. So I learned a long time ago that, you know, when you ask my brother Tony to do a performance, you don't do anything after that performance, okay? That would be foolish. So I'm going to thank everybody right now and let him end the show. So I would like to thank everybody who, you know, did the setup. It's amazing how this place gets transformed for this show. The before party is so great. I always feel guilty interrupting it. So thank you very much to the committee for doing that. Thank you to Alan Laidlaw and Derek Smith for technical support. It's always appreciated. And thank you very much for, people who are about to come to the stage. Tom Rose, Monica Rose, Shayna Childs, Galen Rose King, Teryn, of course. Well, I'm saving you're part of the big three. We get a big build-up at the end. Did I miss anybody? Okay. Yeah, of course. Tony Rose. Oh, and the Juice Man handling our train. And my son-in-law, Austin, for lending me his trains. Yeah, I got them. Okay, so to close out the show, I would like to invite to the stage Tony Rose and the Jinglings. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be showing you the words, not because it's a sing-along. They're very funny words, and I want you to be able to see what they say and not miss them, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you. So a lot of people have been asking me about that opening song. they know I'm a songwriter and suspected that I might have written it, but I did not. And I encourage you to look it up. It's called Old Toy Trains by Roger Miller, who, of course, is most famous for his song, King of the Road. Can I give out prizes? 1967, he recorded that. It's beautiful. I wrote this song quite a long time ago, so long ago that it's become quite outdated. It has lines that would confuse people today. Like, someone was calling me up a lot, so I had to move. Well, why would you have to move just because someone's calling you up on your phone? And so I thought, well, boy, I got to retire that song or rewrite it. And Donald's like, well, wait a minute. I'm doing a show about 20th century Christmas, and it fits right in. So thank you for allowing me to resurrect the song. It's called Credit Card Christmas. Oh, back then, speaking of outdated, I actually used the words. I was broke, and I said to one of my brothers, it looks like another credit card Christmas. And now we always pay with credit cards, but back then it meant you didn't have cash. So that's the genesis of the song. Well, there's a beautiful blanket of snow outside, and the sleigh bells are ringing. And there's some beautiful people, and they're all dressed up and they're singing. They're singing, and they all come inside for a hot cup of toddy and another round to deck the halls. And soon they're making plum pudding and gingerbread cookies. What a very nice movie. Now it's over, let's go to the mall. Let's go to the mall. Because it looks like another credit card Christmas. I'm gonna go a little in debt for a clapper and a Chia pet, and $1 for the Salvation Army, and 30 for the Hanukkah Barbie. And it's time for a holiday meal, and so we'll nuke a burrito at the gas and go. You can't hear the children or the songs they sing when the register bell goes jing, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. Jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. You see me standing in line at the North Pole sign. Well, I'm feeling out of luck, 'cause if I want to get a photo with the big jolly dude, it's gonna cost me $20. Oh man, when we're all curled up in front of the fire and the kiddies are snug as a bug, I realize love is the only thing that matters. What a beautiful thought. Let's buy it and put it on a mug. We're gonna put it on a mug. On a mug. Isn't Grandma gonna love it? Because it looks like another credit card Christmas. And I worry about the bill next year, 'cause I bought a little more than I can carry, and it costs a pretty penny to be merry. You know, one bad bulb and the whole string goes. Another $20 for the Home Depot. You can't hear the children or the songs they sing when the register bell goes jing, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. Oh, jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. Jing-a-ling. Bring it home now.
Credit card, yeah. Is that what the season's all about?
Yes, I figure that it must be, because I read it on a Hallmark card. Ooh, whoa, however, my ATM is all tapped out. So I go to Plan B on the TV. Look at it sparkle on QVC. Oh, man, where was I? Oh, yeah, well, this woman kept calling me up every night about a late fee. And so I moved. And then the Newtown Bank sent me letter after letter. It seems I'm pre-approved. They said you gotta stop paying those high rates and blowing all your money like a fool. We can lump it all into one easy low payment, and with all the little pennies that you save, you can get another pool.
What?
That's right, you can get another. Oh my, because it looks like another Oh, come on, credit card Christmas. I'm gonna go a little in debt for a clapper and a chee-chee-chee, a pet and $1 for the Salvation Army and 30 for the Hanukkah. Oh, come January, I'll be doing 224 for punching out a greeter at the Disney store. You can't hear the children or the songs they sing when the register bell goes jing-jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. A jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. Jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. A jing-jing-jing-a-ling. A jing-a-ling. And I believe that's the show. Let's get Donald back up here. Where are you, buddy? Jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. Sing it with now. Jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. A jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. Jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling. A jing-a-ling, jing-a-ling.
Special thanks to Jamison and Horn. I have been your host, Donald Rose. Have a very Merry Christmas. See you next year.
A jing-a-ling.
Thank you, thank you. Have a great Christmas. Hey.